Geshu Sugandh is next. Come on up.
This is a mirror, it's a wound, and it's a call to see, to question, to unlearn, and to choose Shakti. It's called Pop, 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 the price of being a girl. A 25-year-old Indian national level tennis player training other young budding players was murdered, point blank, shot in her own home, in her kitchen, while cooking, by her father. 5 shots, 3 to her back, pop, pop, pop. 1 to the shoulder, pop. 1 missed, pop. But it wasn't just her father who killed her. It was her elders, her uncles, her aunts, her entire village. Every whisper, every question, every taunt that fed his hand the gun. Because he was tired of being taunted and shamed by those around him for not questioning her freedom, for not cutting her wings, for allowing her to succeed, for living in a home bought by her, for letting her just exist and thrive on her own. But her tragedy isn't some far-fetched one-off story. It echoes in mine and millions of others, generation after generation. 25 years ago, my parents sent their eldest daughter abroad as a scholarship student. While I navigated life as a 16-year-old, carrying 2 suitcases across countries and continents, without smartphones, without money, just a scratchable international calling card, counting minutes, cutting feelings. They heard similar taunts back home. Who knows what boys she is spending nights with? Who knows who she is traveling with? Who knows what she is doing to earn money? How can you live in a house bought by your daughter? How can you drive a car paid for by her earnings? How can you let her marry a Muslim black man? How can you let her divorce? How can you let her marry outside our culture again? My parents, thousands of miles away from their daughter, worried and wondered. Many times they frustrated me, being bothered by the people around them. Sometimes they questioned me and asked me to be like the other dutiful Indians who didn't dare stir the pot. At times, they told me to hide my life, to pretend, to perform, to pose, just like the ones around them. I remember being asked not to post pictures of my life on Orkut or Facebook because there were people who would open up laptops at social gatherings to dissect my pictures and embarrass my parents. I remember being asked to send my contract as evidence after I shared the news of my first job offer post-college. My parents were mocked. They were told, there is no way that a BA pass is getting a 6-figure job in the US. I could have made my life and my parents' lives easier by shrinking, by hiding, by suffocating, but I didn't. My parents could have just as easily boycotted me, abandoned me, humiliated me, perhaps even murdered me, just like Radhika Yadav. But they didn't. I could have been just another statistic in a country where it's culturally accepted to kill girls in the womb, or for honor, dowry, living, breathing, just for being after birth, despite the laws on paper and a culture that prides itself on strong family values and goddess worship. If your parents don't kill you in the womb, the society's tongue will. I got lucky. Radhika didn't. Being born a girl in India is being born playing Russian roulette, while being made to believe that we are worshipped. My parents didn't simply confront their conditioning and that of those around them to raise girls. They chose to raise Shakti, as Shakti is meant to be. Shakti isn't some goddess inside an idol, sitting on a pedestal idly. Shakti is my parents' quiet support. Shakti is my loud defiance to be. Shakti is you. Shakti is me. A living, breathing life force. The same one that fuels Durga, runs in the veins of Kali, and carries the wisdom of Saraswati. A timeless force of nature who would rather die living on her terms than be idolized on someone else. So speak your truth, share your story, reclaim your narrative. Light the fire, burn the sacred fabrics of the carpet that hides the rot. Stop performing puja for Shakti. Become the puja, become the fire, embody the Shakti. Thank you.
Thank you. That was